Good evening. It is Sunday, the 28th of February. I am gonna be getting ready to go to sleep shortly, kind of. Well, maybe not shortly. I mean, it's 8:10 right now. But I just wanted to come on here and catch up with you guys before tomorrow, because tomorrow obviously is the 1st of March. And if you've followed from a couple of vlogs ago, you will know that tomorrow is the start of my new goals. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, tomorrow is the start of my new month with my new goals. I am very excited because I actually bought a habit tracker journal thing, and inside I have now written the habits that I want to create for the month of March. Oh goodness, constantly sneezing here. And then also written out the stuff that I want to focus on this week. So it's really great. It's basically got just the habits that I want to do across the top, and then it's got like all the days in the month, and you just like fill it in or put a tick or whatever you want. And then week by week you've got like this week's habits with focus on there. So what it is that I want to be doing, what my accomplishment's going to be, what my main goal of the week is going to be, etc. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I kind of feel like hay fever is starting, so I'm really sorry about me sneezing, but my eyes are starting to get really, really itchy as well, and my nose is starting to run, and I've been sneezing a lot more today, and I'm just kind of like, oh, are we getting into that territory of hay fever season, which is just, we don't need that of all the things. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really, really excited. There's a number of things that I'm going to be doing in March. So key things I'm focusing on are staying hydrated. So I'll be drinking 3 litres of water a day, getting enough sleep, so sleeping before midnight every night. Nutrition, I'll be tracking all my food. Now, I'm not tracking to a nutrition goal, so I've got no macros to track and I've got no calories to track. I just need to get into the habit of tracking food. So that's all we're going to start with, because I'm just notoriously bad at it. I can do it sometimes, but I just can't do it consistently all the time. So I'll be doing that. Then I've got strength training twice a week, running 3 times a week, flexibility mobility training 3 times a week. There's a lot going on. I am also, if you follow my Instagram, you will know that in February I took part in a 28 days handstand challenge. So I did a handstand every day in February, and just saw the incredible progression that I made. I've never handstand before. I've never had the strength to handstand before. And if I'm being honest, like, I can't handstand the normal way at the moment because I can't kick up into a handstand and I can't do it without a wall. So yeah, can I handstand? But I can walk myself up against a wall now. So I was really, really proud of that, because if you check out my Instagram, you'll see the progress that I made in 28 days, which I was just honestly phenomenally pleased about. So I was so proud of myself. There's been a lot of work that's been going on behind the scenes, like so many fails, so much of I'm just so exhausted, so much of oh my god, my shoulders just hurt. But yeah, there's been a lot of work that's been going on in the background to get me to where I was. And so I want to continue that progress. But there's a new challenge in March that's happening, which is a back arch march. That's really difficult for me to say, I don't know why. But it's more about back bends. So there's going to be training, specific training to like open up the shoulders and to strengthen your upper body and to get your back really flexible, etc. So I'm looking forward to seeing what can happen with that, because I've been working on back bends for a month and a half, maybe 2 months now, since I got the all clear to start doing stuff on my shoulder again. And some of my back bends now are just comfortable to get up into, but my shoulders aren't over my wrists, which is where they should be. So they're still kind of behind. So I need to really, really work on the rotation of my shoulders and opening up my shoulders, my chest area. So I'm hoping that throughout March I'll be able to do this. I would love to be able to do some really, really cool stuff with it, but I'm just not quite there yet. So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Also, I went to see an osteo yesterday who has basically told me that I need to work on alignment of my spine because it's not in the best postural position. So with that, I need to really work on increasing the strength of my hamstrings, but getting a lot more flexibility into my quads and my hip flexors because they are very, very tight at the moment. So I have what a lot of people might have called an anterior chain tilt in my pelvic area, and basically it just means that instead of my posture kind of being straight like this, the bottom half is kind of sticking out, causing like an extra curve in my spine. So instead of my spine being stacked straight, it's kind of giving this extra curve, which is causing a lot of pressure into my lower back and also then building the pressure up in my neck and my shoulders. So we're trying to sort that out. So there's a lot going on. But I'm really excited, and daylight's coming. By the end of March, we'll have daylight saving, and there's going to be lots more daylight during the day. So I'm just so excited to be able to get out and enter some sunshine, fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen by the end of March. That's what I have to say for today. So I hope you will follow me on this journey. It's going to be an interesting one. I will check in with you guys once a week. So my plan is to, I think, upload on Sundays. That's the plan, because that gives me a chance to kind of round off the week on a Sunday and start again on the Mondays. So we'll see. If not, it will be like Saturdays, and then it will go from Sundays to Saturdays. But we'll see how it goes. That's all I'm going to say. I'm about to run a bath. I really, really need one. After osteo yesterday, I woke up this morning like I trained 1,000 rounds or something. Like my whole body is just so tired. I did a really nice stretch earlier for about an hour just to get my body moving, and honestly, it's just been so good. So I just really, really feel like I need a bath. And then I'm just gonna kind of get ready to go to sleep. I really want to get to sleep early because that's been one of my key focuses in the past week. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great start to March, and I will speak to you all again soon. Oh man, I have forgotten how much I love running. Who would have thought I would have said that? Honestly, this is just day one, week one. So it's running 3 times a week. I'm using the Couch to 10K app this time round. But I've started from the very beginning because it's been like 6-7 weeks since I last ran. And I will be honest, I was a little bit apprehensive about running. Just thinking I wouldn't have any fitness whatsoever. But I'm starting from the beginning, so it's okay. Man, I miss running. Especially in good weather. It's a little bit nippy outside, so it's a little bit cool, but apart from that, it's alright. And I've finished my run for the day, so that's the first thing that I needed to accomplish in terms of workouts this week. I've got a stretch session later, I'm working on splits later, so that should be good fun. And then, what else has been going on? Main focus this week, like I mentioned, so sleep was good last night. I think I slept at about 11:30 last night, which was really good, and I woke up this morning naturally about 8 o'clock, which was very good. So very happy with that. Again, trying to sleep early tonight. Hydration is going well, so I've had 1.5 litres of water so far today, and I've got another 1.5 litres to have to meet the 3 litre goal, although I'll probably go over if I'm being honest, because stretch class always makes me really thirsty. So that should be good. I've been tracking my food so far and it's been going all right. I'm going to make a really nice salsa salad in a bit with like sweet corn, tomatoes, black beans, and yeah, so looking forward to that. And then what else has been going on? I think that's about it. Like this morning has been going all right so far. But yeah, I'm just liking that I'm getting outside because the sun is shining. Vitamin D, it is a bit cold, but it's not raining, so I'm not going to complain, because it means I can get out to run, and that's just so important right now. So yeah, feeling very happy. Just doing a cool down right now. I'm going to go back home and do a little bit of quad stretching, because I need to do that, because my quads are just ridiculously tight. But yeah, looking forward to the rest of the week. We started the week super strong, and I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, it is Tuesday night, so I thought I'd quickly just jump on and give you an update of my day. So Tuesdays are always very challenging for me in terms of workouts, because I do a workout that's given to me by my coach with my friends over Zoom, and then I do another workout which is like a YouTube video with my mum and her friend, and then I usually do a splits stretching class on a Tuesday evening after that, and they're all back to back. So I start at 5:30 and I finish at about 7:45, 8 o'clock, and it's just continuous. I don't really get much of a break. It's tiring, don't get me wrong, like honestly it's really tough. Add to that not a good sleep last night, and then cravings all over the place today. Like, it's just been a very interesting day, shall we say. I mean, the good news is I now feel quite tired. I'm gonna get ready to go to sleep. I think it's 10 o'clock now. I'm just gonna get ready for bed and just go to sleep shortly, I think. My body feels tired, obviously because I've done quite a lot of working out, but also I just feel like generally my body just is kind of feeling like, just give yourself a break. I need to recover. Part of me is saying that because I was trying to handstand earlier, I couldn't do it. I tried to get my splits in properly, couldn't do it. Tried to back bend, couldn't do it. It just was, nothing was working, and I was getting so frustrated with myself that nothing was happening. Excuse my random piece of hair up there. Yeah, nothing was happening for me, and I think it's just I'm tired. Like, my body is just physically exhausted. I mean, I had a workout on Saturday. I did a stretch class on Sunday. Monday I went running and had a stretch class, and then today I've had everything today. Tomorrow I'm running again. Thursday I'm working out. Friday stretch class. Like, I'm just kind of like, when am I giving my body a break? But it's okay, I will figure it out. The good news is that I did manage to still force myself to sleep before midnight, but what I have noticed was, so last night, Monday night is date night with my boyfriend, and I drank a cup of Earl Grey tea whilst we were watching our film. And the good news was that my boyfriend is so supportive of me sleeping earlier, and he was literally just like, we can start earlier, which was great. So we started date night at like 8, and I actually chose a shortish film, which was even better. So we were done by like 9:30, I think, which is just so early for us. But yeah, I drank an Earl Grey tea whilst we were watching the movie, and I just feel like maybe there was caffeine in that, and it didn't keep me awake, but it just didn't allow me to like fall asleep sooner. And I just had a very bad sleep in general. Like, I slept through probably, let's say, around midnight through until 7 this morning, which is decent. Like, it's a good solid 7-hour sleep. Or just before 7. I was like wide awake at like 6:57, but I didn't actually need to be up until like 8 this morning. So I was really hoping that I'd sleep all the way through, and I think my body's just tired in general. I know I've said that a lot, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready for bed now, and hopefully tomorrow will be a much better day. I'm excited to be running tomorrow, if I'm being honest. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm also hoping food will be a lot better tomorrow. So even though I ate a decent number of calories today, like food wise wasn't particularly great. I started off the day so well. So I started off with like oats, banana and dark chocolate, which was really nice. But then it got to lunchtime and I just could not stop the cravings. I ate a whole bar of Dairy Milk chocolate, like big bars. Luckily it was like 30% reduced fat, so it was like 400 calories for the whole thing, but still I ate it all in one sitting. I had soup, I had toast. Like I was just hungry all the time, but I wasn't necessarily hungry. I was like, yeah, I was just kind of like wanting to snack on something. So yeah, that wasn't great. But then after all the workout this evening, I made couscous, salmon, and had it with the bean salad that I made yesterday. So yeah, I am looking forward to eating better tomorrow. And yeah, I've still tracked everything, which is great. So even though I'm going over, like yesterday evening, I ended up eating a whole load of digestive biscuits with my tea, and it put me way over my calories, even though I'm not technically tracking to a calorie, but I know that that was definitely over my calorie. If I was to set a calorie goal, that would have been over. But I'm tracking everything, and we're going to see what the average is at the end of this week. And this is like my normal eating habit. I do go over a lot of the days. But yeah, so I think that's all I have to update you guys with today, and I will speak to you guys soon. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It's quite chilly outside. It's a little bit foggy, but it's clearing up, and I am just doing my cool down from my morning run. So after last night I chatted to you guys, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go sleep, which is what I did. And I slept. It took me a little bit of time to get to bed, I think, but I still managed to fall asleep before midnight, which is great because that is the plan. I slept at about 2ish and then woke up for a little bit, but when I say a little bit, I think it can't have been more than like a couple of minutes maximum. And then I went back to bed, and I woke up this morning just before 8, which is a decent time because my alarm is set to go off in between 8 and 8:30 anyway, so it was a good natural time to wake up. Now usually I would do my runs at lunchtime, but what I did do was quickly check the weather on my phone, and it told me that there was a dry gap between like 8 and 10, and then there was going to be a bit of rain, and then another dry gap probably between about 12 and 2, and then it was going to rain again, which is fine because if I did a lunchtime run, technically it's supposed to be dry during that time. But I was just kind of like, I don't know, like my body was feeling okay, not like I wasn't in loads of pain, I wasn't extremely sore, I could still feel my body was a little bit tired, but actually other than that my body was fine. So I was just like, let's just get up and run. Let's just get it out of the way. Also because the Chancellor is announcing the budget later, so you know, lunchtime I might want to just do a bit of a stretch and watch the news, but we'll see. The run this morning was good. So it's the same run that I did on Monday, and I've got one more of these this week, which I think I'm planning to do on Friday. And yeah, so 60 seconds of running, 90 seconds of walking, 8 times through, and then like a warm up and a cool down. And yeah, it's been good. I am feeling a bit tired. I don't think it felt as comfortable as it did on Monday, and I think that's just down to my body being tired. But I'll see how I feel for like, I don't know, the rest of the day. And I've got a deep stretch back bends class later this evening, so I'll see how I feel about that, because I've been trying to back bend for the last 2 days, and I can normally do one, but the last 2 days my body has just literally been like, no. So I'm hoping that with class tonight I'll be able to do one. But yeah, I'll see how I feel later on. That's it from me this morning, but I will catch you guys again soon. Good evening. It is Thursday night, and it's about 20 to 11. I am just getting ready for bed. So I've had really tight quads this week, and although I did a really big stretch on them on Monday, and I've been continuing to stretch them Tuesday and Wednesday, I actually think I need to do something that I don't like doing, and I probably should do more often. So I've added it into my habit tracker to do daily before I go to sleep. I found a YouTube video that is gonna basically just show me a follow along foam rolling routine. I hate foam rolling. It's just so painful, and the foam roller I have is like one of those not like the normal foam rollers. It's one of these. It's one of the ones that have like all the bumpy things around it, which just basically means it hurts a hell of a lot more, but it's also very beneficial. So I'm going to do that before I go to sleep. Gonna see how it feels. I do feel a little bit achy everywhere. Had a workout earlier with mum and her friend, and it was really good. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe if I foam rolled daily, like it's only like 15 minutes, so like 15 minutes before bed, maybe that should be okay. If I can get into habit of doing it daily before sleeping, or just at some point during the day, maybe I'll see more progress. Who knows? It's all about trial and error, right? So yeah, I'm going to give it a go, and I will let you guys know how it is afterwards. Good afternoon. It is Sunday afternoon. The sun is shining. It's a little bit brisk, and I am embarking on my third and final run of the week. Now, I thought I was going to do this on Friday, but then I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because Friday I was just pretty exhausted, if I'm being honest. My body was just quite tired from doing activity every single day. So I didn't do any running on Friday. And then I was going to run yesterday. And again, didn't get around to doing it. So, I mean, the only option for me is to do it today. So yeah, just going to do the final run of the week. And then that will be the week 1 run out the way. Again, it's going to be, I think, 1 minute running, 90 seconds walking for a few rounds. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys when I'm done. Alright, we are cooling down. And that is the end of the run for this week. 3 runs done. Check. 2 strength training sessions done. Check. 3 flexibility and mobility sessions. Check. So that's good. Track nutrition. Check, apart from today, because the day hasn't finished. I put in the good, the bad and the ugly. And no surprises. I'm eating less calories than I thought I was overall eating, but I'm definitely eating probably too many calories, like in general, and probably definitely not in a calorie deficit. Haven't weighed myself yet, so I'll weigh myself tomorrow morning when I wake up, because then that will give me the week and how I've done. But yeah, I think next week Coach is planning on giving me an actual calorie goal. I don't think she's going to drop it considerably, but she will drop it enough that it is less than what I've been having this week. So less than this week, bit of a deficit. Hopefully that will help. Things that I've discovered this week: I'm such an emotional / stress eater. When things at work are starting to get challenging, or if there's a piece of work that I'm doing that requires so much focus and concentration and I get stressed about it, I just snack and I just reach for stuff and just eat, which isn't the best. It's not a great habit, so I need to try and get out of that habit. What else has been going on? Sleeping before midnight. I've had 2 nights this week where I've not slept before midnight, and it's just I haven't been able to get to sleep. So last night I tried to sleep I went to bed at 5 to 11. I didn't actually fall asleep until probably about 1 o'clock. But anyway, I'm coming up to a dual carriageway, so it's going to be really noisy. So I will catch up with you guys in a sec. Okay, a little bit quieter now, away from the main street. So yeah, sleep. I couldn't get to sleep last night for some weird reason. I don't know whether part of it was because I had osteo yesterday, and honestly, my chest and my shoulders are just really, really sore. I have a bit of bruising as well, just from trying to release the tightness of the muscles. Yeah, really, really, really challenging in terms of soreness. I've woken up this morning really, really sore as well. But yeah, that will go over the next couple of days, I am sure. But yeah, so pretty much everything that I wanted to do. Oh, I've started foam rolling. I think I mentioned that. And I was talking about how my foam roller was one of those like really bumpy foam rollers. I actually managed to find an old foam roller which is just smooth. It's just a foam, it's not as hard, and I'm using that because I read that if you use one and you're not particularly used to foam rolling, like it could make you more tight because your muscles can't relax into the foam and like get out the tightness. So I'm using a slightly lighter foam overall now, which I think will help. It still hurts madly, but yeah, that's about it for this week. I will catch you all again next week.